Yeah, 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 yeah. Living in Babylon, huh? Stay safe though, you know what I mean? Yeah, stay safe, straight up, straight up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These niggas full of buffoonery. Try me, they gon' read your eulogy. Gemini, you know it's two of me. Niggas don't know what to do with me. Alien, I feel immortalized. Only protected, we fortified. Nigga, you die, play with Mordecai. Lay in the ditch if you play with me. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. SKOL VIKES, man, SKOL VIKES in the building again. Who we got in the building earlier? Rudy in the building. What up, brother? He say, let's go, JJ, win the job. SKOL VIKES. You already know, man. Let's get it. Let's work. No doubt. First off, before I even begin, clap it up for JJ McCarthy for doing what he was supposed to do, needed to do last night. Clap it up for my brother Nine. Lock in. That's how you perform. That's how you perform. And before I move on again, I gotta read a little comment right quick. You know, because I told y'all how quickly and swiftly the narrative would change. How quickly and swiftly people would be right back on JJ McCarthy's nuts and all that. And what do you know? It is happening right now. But let me read a little comment right quick. Let's get it here. Shout out Mickey, my brother Mickey. He say, there will be many podcasters today who say they were always behind JJ with more to come. I know the truth. The only two who stood firm behind JJ were you and Thor. Shout out Mickey in the building, man. SKOL VIKES, let me read it one more again. Matter of fact, he say, there will be many podcasters today who say they were always behind JJ with more to come. I know the truth. The only two who stood firm behind JJ were you and Thor. So we got to just kick some facts around here, around yonder. You understand me? So just know what it is. Just know what it is for sure. I told you the narrative would change. Watch how quickly it will change. The same ones who gave up on McCarthy, said he's done, said he's not this, he's not that, are the same ones that's going to be right back on his nuts now. But shout out respect to McCarthy, putting that work in. Was it perfect and all? Does he still need correction? Hell yeah. He's year 2 in the physical form. What do you expect? Of course, his growth. Of course, it's development. But he just beat out Kyler Murray clearly in a night practice. Everybody's there, sold out, bright lights, etc. Crazy environment. And JJ McCarthy showed up and won the night. What does that mean? Does that mean the battle is over? No. But that means JJ McCarthy, what it should mean is JJ McCarthy has took a strong hold on the QB1 position. He should have the lead right now. It's no way around it. If KOC doesn't see it that way, that's a major problem. And it definitely shows you it's some foul play going on. Lamont in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. You say, what it do, bro? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Not 1, but 2 straight padded practices. Real talk, Lamont. Real talk, my brother. He say not 1, but 2. You hear me? It's time to really put respect on McCarthy's name. Everybody thought it was over. All the beat writers saying it's over, analysts, media, etc. No one gave him any more of a chance for real. That night practice was very important. Pivotal, goes a long way as far as the future goes for McCarthy and Murray. But if we're talking about real fair battle right now, McCarthy should be QB1, straight up. You know? But he showed you the resiliency. The determination, the heart, the competitive spirit. Once again, McCarthy could have easily folded, gave up, said, oh, okay, they playing, it's over. No, he did exactly what he needed to do. He still got a lot more ball to play, but he did exactly what he needed to do last night, period. That's what you want. That's how you finish. And if we're talking about fair battle, who should be ahead, who separated themselves, JJ McCarthy did that last night. And if you don't agree, you are definitely delusional. But I'm going to get into some articles, break down the night practice even more. But the man of the night is JJ McCarthy, brother. No doubt. Minnesota Slick in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. You say JJ QB1. How could he not be? How could he not be Minnesota Slick? He should be QB1 right now, period. Yes, it is his job to take. It should be his job to take right now. Shout out Minnesota Slick in the building once again. You hear me? Last night solidified that. Last night put him in a totally different bracket. Period, dog. We're talking about fair battle once again, real competition. JJ should be ahead right now. There's no way he can go out there and win the night practice after the competition is close as it is. After Murray, an 8-year vet, struggling to beat out, what, year 2 in the physical form, you can say, but he's struggling. Shout out to McCarthy once again, man. Let's see what the talk of the town is, what the talk of the town is, right quick. Sure, it's a lot of yapping going on, definitely. Hold on one second, hold on. You know we got to get into it. Let me see if anybody's breaking this down or speaking about JJ, huh? Let's see what some of these guys here got to say. Hold on one second. But before that, I want to get into an article. Lamont say BS. They still nut ride Murray. Who doing it, man? Who doing it, Lamont? Who doing it, brother? Who doing it? You know that's what they do. They don't want to give McCarthy no respect at all. We know what's up, right? Come on now. We know exactly what's up. That's crazy work, man. We know the narrative, the picture that is being painted. Hold up one second, man. 1 second. See here. Read some of these articles first. Minnesota Vikings news and links. Reading the tea leaves of the QB competition. Here we go. 1 second. Aiden Chris in the building. Aiden Chris in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Let's get it. He said Collar, Judd, etc. Oh, they talking crazy. They talking crazy, Lamont. You knew it, though. You knew it, though. Of course, Judd tried to downplay JJ's day. Wow, is that so slick? Is that so slick? Crazy work right there. Crazy work. They don't want to give McCarthy his credit. They just can't give it to him, huh? They just can't give him his props. One time, not one time. I mean, at least get a man credit one time. I mean, damn, man. Come on, Judd. Come on, Collar. Come on, y'all. Y'all still gonna paint this picture, paint this narrative? You know Murray is not leading this run, this race. You know JJ McCarthy just took this race over. You know it. The man who came out the night practice, the victor, is ahead in this battle, and that is JJ McCarthy. I know you don't like it. A lot of people probably pissed off about it, including KOC, but that's the truth. It is no longer a doubt who should be in the league right now. Josh in the building. Josh in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES, man. Here we go. Big SKOL, what it is, my man. Dirty white boy from Montana. Shout out Montana, brother. You got it straight, bro. McCarthy is in there like swimwear. Rise up, kid. Run that shit. Big fact. Shout out Josh, man. Shout out Josh. Shout out Montana in the building. Heavy. Let's go. Biz Woofer in the building. Biz Woofer in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Matter of fact, let me get them nines in the chat. Let me get them nines in the chat. You hear me? The betting markets are still shortchanging our boy big time, but we won't be fooled by that. Definitely won't be fooled by that, Biz. You hear me? Definitely not. No way, no how. Murray hadn't learned not to throw hospital balls. He trying to get his receivers killed or what? Both Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy must play in the preseason. Give them half each versus the Giants. Let's see who looks better. Yeah, Aiden, both of them should play. They definitely should play. They definitely should play. Nothing wrong with that. But just know J.J. is ahead right now. Rudy in the building. Wait until the new Call of Duty comes out and Kyler is done. Facts. Shout out Rudy in the building, man. Let's get it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get back to this article right quick. Give me 1 second. Hey, let me get them nines in the chat. Let me get them nines in the chat, Holmes. Get them JJs in the chat, them McCarthys in the chat, them nines in the chat, QB1s in the chat, whatever. You hear me? We got to put some respect on McCarthy's name. They ain't going to do it, so guess what? We going to do it for sure. 1 second. Let's get to this article, though. If they ain't going to do it, we going to do it. You hear me? For sure, man. Let me get them nines in the chat once again. Let's get back to it. The QB competition is unavoidable. So far, the stats show Kyler Murray going 73 for 110, 66.3%, while pushing the ball more aggressively downfield, and J.J. McCarthy going 70 for 103, 67.9%, so higher percentage rating, while playing more conservatively, according to most reports. What about last night? What was the report last night? J.J. let it fly. He let it go. He's not like Murray just trying to go down the field, go deep, just cause, try to look good, etc. No, he's making the right decisions. Murray had 2 picks last night, and nobody wants to talk about it at all. 2 picks, and nobody wants to speak on it at all? Come on now. I find that hard to believe. When we talk about fair ball, fair play. Here we go. There has been some major differences, though, over the last 4 practices. Kyler Murray has outsnapped J.J. McCarthy 63-33 with the first-team offense, effectively pulling away in what was publicly framed as an even battle. Murray has had 146 snaps to J.J.'s 136. Both have had up and down days in practice with obvious nuance involved if you want to try and explain those days. Was it in full pads? Was it in 7-on-7? Was it full speed, etc.? It's crazy. They don't want to give him his credit at all, man. Every time. And you see how the ratio is off anyway. So where are we? Are they going to talk about the night practice or what? They don't want to say anything about the night practice, though? Crazy. So they got a rest day today. Let me see. So it's the rest of the camp schedule. Monday was off, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off Friday. And back at it Monday. Okay. Because you got the game Saturday, etc. That is crazy word. The Minnesota Vikings have a lot going on at 2026 training camp, but until the quarterback competition is officially decided between Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy, nothing else really matters. In fact, after McCarthy had his best day of camp so far on Friday, there's a loud segment of fans on social media and undoubtedly some national media members who still believe the QB battle in Minnesota is far from over. How could it be over? How could it be over, man? Y'all let me know. How the hell could it be over in general? He just beat this man out last night in a night practice, sold out, bright lights, etc. The biggest moment, one of the biggest moments of training camp. So how could it possibly be over? As close as the competition is, how could people in their right mind say, hey, oh, it's over, it's over? Hell no, it's just begun. My thing is, whoever starts is going to equate to playoff wins, or is this season going to fall apart? KLC got to save his job this year. Exactly. And who does that start with, Aiden? KLC himself, period. He say 9 playing all day. There you go, Biz. There you go, Biz. Let's get it, man. Let's work. SKOL VIKES. Let's work, brother. Here we go. 1 second, 1 second. Say JJ McCarthy had a really nice training camp practice Friday for the Vikings, and they're talking about Friday. How about we talk about yesterday, though? They don't want to talk about yesterday at all, though. Like, what's up with it? Let's see what this one's talking about here. Will they give McCarthy any credit, man? Any credit at all? 1 second. 1 second, man. Vikings get clear message on JJ McCarthy amid QB battle. Let's see. Hold on. I mean, and they're not even talking about the night practice. That's incredible. That's incredible right there, man. Unbelievable. They're not even talking about the night practice at all. That's crazy right there. Like, is anybody gonna give him his props? They're still talking about trade, this and that. Wow, bro. Are you kidding me? Seriously? To be honest, whoever starts, I'm going to hold KLC accountable for it. If whoever he starts sucks or looks bad, that's KLC's ass. If whoever KLC starts looks well, I will say good job, KLC. Yeah, it starts and ends with KLC, Aiden Chris. That's the bottom line. That's what I've been saying whole time, brother. It is on him. He is the main culprit, the main factor. If he's piss poor, the offense will be piss poor. It's time for him to elevate his game at the end of the day. You know it. I know it. Picks and fumbles. Murray been at it 8 seasons so far, and he's in the fight of his life against brother JJ with 10 games in him. Come on. Exactly, Josh. Exactly, Josh. You hear? Crazy work, right? Here we go. Let's get back to it. 1 second. Where we at? Where we at here? It's no one wants to talk about the night practice at all. No one, dog. See, they talk about it here. Okay, number 1, quarterback back and forth. Returnee JJ McCarthy and newcomer Kyler Murray have taken reps with the first and second team offense. There have been snaps with 1s versus 1s, 1s versus 2s, 2s versus 2s, 2s versus 1s, and 2s versus 2s. There's been considerable banter on social media with hyper-analysis of each player that likely lacks some elements of context. Prior to Sunday's practice, head coach Kevin O'Connell spoke to media members who sought an update on the QB competition. Okay, can we get to the what happened? Let me see. And this is just talking about what KLC said. Hell, I checked that out last night. It's funny how nobody is blowing up McCarthy right now. Nobody at all. Isn't it funny to y'all how no beat writers are blowing his great day up, his great night up? You see the difference? Every time Murray balls, they made a big deal about it. McCarthy goes out there Sunday night, biggest practice of the year of camp, and they say nothing about it, keep it quiet, hush mode again. Every day he does good, they keep it on hush mode. Ask yourself why. Why do they blow Murray's day up, his good day up, but they downplay McCarthy's day? They try to bring it way down. You understand me? So he's just going to have to continue to prove it, continue to prove it. I guarantee this preseason game, the rest of this week of practice, joint practice, if he goes out there and balls, they still won't get a man credit, still won't give him credit at all. I guarantee it. Aiden Chris, actually, I think that's pretty fair and reasonable considering how much this has all caught up with him. I agree he should be mainly responsible. Definitely. Definitely. KOC takes majority of the blame. How could he not? They're going to give it to Kyler Murray so Kyler Murray feelings don't get hurt, and KOC promised Kyler something under the table. Aiden Chris, if that happens, that is straight crime, corruption, extortion, whatever you want to call it, brother. That is truly piss poor, right? And that means this was never fair to begin with. And they had it in for JJ McCarthy to begin with, brother, period. Ain't no way in hell you can tell me and say, oh, that night practice means nothing. Oh, it's nothing. It means nothing for McCarthy. That doesn't separate him. How? Why not? If Murray would have balled out, I guarantee they would have said, oh, Murray made the separation. Murray's your QB1. All that. That's all we would have seen today. What everybody would have been talking about today. But JJ McCarthy ball, like always, they get real quiet, right? Get real quiet. Come on now. We see the bullshit here. No bullshit. We see who the people want to win. Who the NFL world is really going for. He say Lieber gave McCarthy some props, but I'm going to check it out. Matter of fact, I'm finna check that video out in a minute, Lamont. No doubt, my brother. Here we go. But if JJ McCarthy starts, I got to see if he can stay healthy for 17 games in a season and hit the easy throws because he hasn't proved he can do it consistently. That's what he's doing right now in camp, Aiden Chris. What's the whole narrative they've been trying to push? How he's been hitting check downs, hitting the short routes, obviously trying to work and improve that and make the easy throws. He can make the tough throws all day. We know that. And of course, you got to be available. That's for every player. Every player got to stay available, right? Aiden Chris, Christian Darrisaw, Aaron Jones, who else? Byron Murphy, your whole roster. So you say you want to see if he can stay healthy for 17 games. What about Van Ginkel? What about Blake Cashman? What about Dallas Turner, etc.? Christian Darrisaw, Brian O'Neill, boom. So it's a lot of questions about injuries if we want to talk injuries. You understand me? Heavy. But the bottom line is we're talking about quarterback competition, fair play, fair ball. He should be in the league right now. What is all the hype around the night practice for then anyway? If it means nothing, why get up for it? Why get hype about it? That should mean something. McCarthy made a statement last night. That should mean something. It should go a long way. Whoever would have won, but McCarthy won. If Murray would have won, I would have been saying the same thing right now. That means something. That was a very important win for him. He said, here's the problem, though, and I say this sincerely. They can't give it to Murray because Murray can't do the things that need to be done. We've seen clearly who's winning this battle. You can ignore it. You can hide from it. They can say, create whatever they want to. We know what's up, man. And last night, McCarthy proved exactly what's up, man. Even if they want to give it to Murray, they can't. At least not right now. Now, like I say, Biz Wolfer, McCarthy got to keep performing. He got to keep winning, being consistent. We need to see consistency from him. But Murray got to do a lot to so-called regain his spot back. McCarthy straight took over that position last night, put a strong hold, put it in a choke hold damn near. Now, will he keep it going? We're going to see. But ain't no way in hell they can just give it to Murray and say Murray is QB1. Hell no. And guess what, Biz? The players ain't going for that round yonder. The players ain't just going to sit back and say, all right, cool, give it to him, KOC. It's all good. Hell no. May the best man win. He can't take snaps under center and can't see over the middle of the field. In other words, he's too limited to run the offense. Come on now. I remember when Phil Simms was a rookie back in the day and he was hurt a lot and fans wanted to give up on him. What did he do? Win a Super Bowl in his career. After 10 games, all these people hate him. Come on now, Rudy. Come on, Rudy. Come on, man. But they had all the patience in the world for Kirk Cousins, right, Rudy? All the patience in the world for Ponder, right, Rudy? Every quarterback who came in the building, Bridgewater, whoever, they had patience for him. But now they want to kick McCarthy to the curb. We go. Last night, he left no doubt. They can't just kick him to the curb. Biz Wolfer, if KOC wants Kyler Murray to start, he's going to start. He has control of that because he's the head coach, and that competition, I feel, was a lie. Well, guess what? It can't be a lie no more, Aiden. The only way it could be a lie is if McCarthy was just getting beat badly by Murray. That's not the case no more. The case is now McCarthy is ahead. McCarthy is your QB1. McCarthy is balling better than Murray. That's the narrative. That's what's going on. Forget the picture they painting. Forget that. Let's talk about what's going on right now. Let's talk about what happened last night. They'll just be embarrassed if Murray starts. In fact, I'm fascinated to see how they played the preseason game against NY if they don't start Murray after giving all those first-team reps. True. We're going to see, man. We going to see. It will absolutely confirm my suspicions. Definitely, man. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. And we're going to dive into some of these highlights real quick. Hold on 1 second, man. 1 second. Hold up. There's some clips from the night practice. What a beautiful ball by McCarthy right there. 1 second. Let me share this screen. I'm surprised they even showing some good throws from McCarthy. Matter of fact, you know. Hold on 1 second, man. Nice throw by McCarthy right there. No. Ty Felton making a name for himself. JJ McCarthy to Ty Felton. I'm surprised they're giving him some props on the Vikings media, dog. Another dotty, another throw. Nice throw from McCarthy, man. He layered. You talk about layer. You talk about a layer ball. That was a layer ball right there. We talk about layer ball. That was a layer ball right there, Jack. No cap. You hear me? Let's stop corrupting things and telling the truth about certain things. JJ McCarthy is winning this job right now. He is ahead right now. to Addison. Hold up. Let's see what KLC got to say, man. Hold up, man. I believe KLC spoke as well. Hold up. One second, man. Because, yeah, KLC, you better keep your word, KLC. You know what you said. At the end of the day, you know what you said about this QB competition in general. Will you stick to it and keep your word to it, man? Let's see what he got to say. Hold up.
Minnesota Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell.
If this is your first time at the night practice or your fifth time since I've been the head coach, I just want to say thank you so much for the energy, not only tonight, but we've had it all training camp. You guys have brought so much energy. These guys feel you. You got to understand, they feel you when you're here. They feel that we've got the best fans in the National Football League. It's not close. We've thrown a lot at these guys in the first 2 weeks of camp. Kind of culminates with us now changing our mindset to go think about playing somebody else. These guys are about ready for it, I can tell. But here's what I know. We are preparing for that opening game to open up US Bank Stadium in front of the best fans in the NFL, and we need to do it in a way that makes you proud. We got to protect our home this year, especially in the NFC North, on the way to doing what we want to do this year.
Got to protect the home. Got to protect the home field advantage. You hear me, KLC? It sound good. It sound real good, but will y'all do it?
All right. These guys are pretty excited about the next part because it's time for us to give something back, and we're going to be giving back autographed footballs. All right, so make sure you're waving your hands. Make sure you're jumping, you're screaming. We're going to try to spread them out all over this stadium tonight to say thank you for not only coming out, but all Vikings fans supporting us all training camp long. We're excited for this season. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you at US Bank for our opener. Appreciate you.
SKOL Vikes, and we're going to see if KLC keeps his word. We're going to see if KLC keeps his word about everything he said about this quarterback position, right? Now I want to see what people just saying about it. I believe, Ben Lieber spoke on it. I'm finna break that down. 1 second. But JJ McCarthy, what more could you ask for him? What more was he supposed to do? He went in there, night lights, bright lights. They saying he was behind in the competition. Murray was in front. He goes in there, performs, puts on a show, and y'all still want to question his abilities? Y'all still want to question who's in front right now? That's crazy work to me. And then you see no articles about how great he did. Quiet, hush mode, crickets once again. Not one article I just picked really specified and broke down night practice, and really talked about JJ's great performance. Proves the point once again, what the narrative is, what it will remain. Oh, I know it ain't. You rain, who yang. You rain, who yang. No, and Eddie tonight, who yang. You hear me? Let's get it. He say, tunes. You want JJ get knocked out again? Oh, no. Oh, no, who? You know better than that, who yang. You know better than that. He say, ain't not if he can't play ball. There are reasons Kyler getting all the first team reps from the beginning and JJ McCarthy getting all the reps with the second team. KLC wants Kyler Murray to start. I don't care what KLC wants, Aiden Chris. What is the best for the team at the end of the day? Which quarterback starting benefits the team at the end of the day, right, Aiden Chris? So I could give a damn what KLC want. KLC needs to pick the best man for the job, period. Media's narrative is shoddy on Dottie. What a bunch of scumbags. You know how it go, Josh, for real, brother. You know how it go, man. You know exactly what was going to happen, man. Didn't you see what that DE did, defensive end did to him? You own 75, free that DN. Here we go. You think KOC wants to be embarrassed like that? Send Murray out there to go turn over the ball. Doesn't work. Yeah, Murray, you could say Murray is embarrassing KOC right now. You know, would you say Murray is embarrassing KOC? You could. You know, you definitely could, though. Here we go. I mean, look, think about it. look how much they blew him up off the rip, right, Biz? Soon as he signed, everybody, oh, he's the man. He's the new quarterback. KOC finna turn him around. KOC this and KOC that. KOC loves Murray, etc. Oh, Murray's the guy. He's the man. Now he's looking like he's not the man. Like he ain't like that. McCarthy is looking like the man for the job. Come on, man. Here we go. And JJ McCarthy making people eat their words. Oh, I guarantee people are pissed off and shocked. Nobody expected that last night, I guarantee you. Charles Deming should have a fair shot to be battling to be corner one. He is balling. Big talk, real talk. Real talk, Aiden. I guarantee he will. I guarantee he will. You know, all that talking hype about, oh, Brian Flores don't want to play rookies. I say cap. I say kill that noise. If a rookie can play, he can play. Expect to see Charles Deming on the field for sure. KOC doesn't want to get big on a guy just to lose. If he thinks he will, he won't play him. Mark my words. Who you talking about, Biz? Who you talking about? Kyler Murray? If he thought it would work, sure, that's a different story. It's not looking good that way, though. Holder in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. He said, time to turn 9 to starter now. There you go, Holden. There you go, brother. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. Jeremiah Searles even said on Judge's show that 9 should start the season, especially after watching the terrible play Murray has displayed during training camp. Wow, there you go. There you go. Shout out Jeremiah Searles for sure, man. You understand me? Now I want to check out this video, see what Ben Lieber had to say about the competition, about the practice last night. Give me 1 second. Hold up, hold up. You cannot ignore the facts. You know, I don't know what Judd and them was trying to say or what point they were trying to prove, but I'm glad Jeremiah Searles said what he said, Lamont. Once again, McCarthy made it very evident last night. Come on now. Let's get to it here. 1 second.
Last night, as I was driving home, talking about who you like to call Chuck D.
Yeah.
And you tempered expectations a little bit. But that said, how great does this kid look and how much fun is he to just observe becoming a pro in the NFL?
Oh, man.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch because he brings the attitude that you want. You know, he's just like fun-loving. You know, you're hearing Josh Metellus talk about him like he just bounces around with this exuberance.
The energy, they're talking about Chuck D right now, the energy he brings, right? The energy that exudes from him, out of him, etc., dog. The way it permeates through the building. You got true vets, real veterans talking about him, bigging him up. So he's already there on a maturity level. Then on top of that, he has the physical prowess already. You're talking about a potential starter, man, this year. Here we go.
He has a lot of like little sayings that he has for everybody, and he's a really refreshing personality, and then he goes out there and kind of backs it up. I think,
right,
you know, watching his college film and then watching him at practice, it's really nice to see how everything is translated. We know that he's a freak of all freaks physically. I believe that he tested in the top, was he 10th in the relative athletics score out of like 2,000 some defensive backs. Jeez. You know, in the last, you know, several years. Anyway, he's freakish explosiveness.
Mhm.
He's a very
athletic, fast, strong, quick, but most importantly, attitude, demeanor on the field, right? Aggression on the field, what Brian Flores loves. No fear. I repeat, no fear. What he say? They're all faceless, just another receiver. He don't care who he going up against, man. The best receiver in the game or not, he gonna bring it every time. So Chuck D is just a real ultimate dog. He said also linebacker and safety, we have a lot of interchangeable players. Like we Jake Golday can play edge rusher or linebacker. Josh Metellus, Jamal Adams, a former safety turning linebacker. Oh, definitely, Aiden, definitely. A lot of versatility on this defense. A lot of versatility on this defense, brother. Heavy. You can line guys up, put them in different places, different positions. You talk about Blinson, Flores, creating crazy schemes, creating chaos. Oh, it trust me, it will be all of that and then some.
patient, very patient player, which I think is very rare for a rookie. Because, you know, a lot of rookies just feel like your hair's on fire, you're drinking out of the fire hose, you're doing all those things, and you just feel like your head's on a swivel trying to figure everything out and trying to see everything. And I think because he relies on his athletic abilities so much, he's very patient with his footwork. He doesn't get over his skis at all. He doesn't seem stressed when he's out there. He can just make plays and rely on that quickness, that short area quickness, to break up plays. He looks like a savvy vet already, which is really crazy to see.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's going to crack the starting lineup by any means.
Why can't he? I mean, why can't he? If he's that good, he's that good. What you mean? And at the end of the day, I don't care if he don't crack the starting lineup anyway. As long as he makes some contributions, as long as he gets on the field, I'm definitely A-OK with that there. Put him in the mix, put him in the rotation quickly and swiftly. Straight up.
But it's nice to see that we've got a guy, we've got a dude right now that he keeps going like this. He's going to make a lot of plays for us.
All right, speaking of not cracking the starting lineup, and maybe this is why I haven't heard of him at all, but in Guernsey, you've probably seen this guy play a bunch. I don't know how much you watch him, but we'll see. Tackle Caleb Tiernan, third rounder out of Northwestern, or as Meat Sauce says, Northwestern.
Yeah.
I haven't heard one thing about this kid. Now, again, maybe it's because we have Brian O'Neill and Christian Darrisaw, so it's like he's not a factor. But he's a third rounder. My guess is they think highly of him for the future. Do you know anything about Tiernan yet through a handful of days?
I wish I did. I don't. And that's kind of par for the course. I mean, outside of Donovan Jackson last year, I mean, nobody really watches the offensive line.
Right.
And we have so many other storylines.
I know one thing, Tiernan is a big body. What is he, 6'7", 3-something plus pounds? So you talk about specimen, job, a project, whatever you want to call it. He is a big dude. One thing you cannot coach is what? Size and speed. And Tiernan has major size. 6'7", 300 plus. That's a win-win. Now, how does Keith Carter mold him and develop him? Does he make him a real specimen? How does his physicality carry over, his aggression carry over? How long will it take him to learn the game to slow down for him? We talk about just going on size alone. Tiernan is a great prospect. Here we go. The question is, can it translate to the field on the next level? Let's get back to it.
To watch. I think most of the crowd last night was probably watching what the quarterbacks are doing at all times, even in some of the fundamental stuff. I do like to.
I don't know what Biz said. Here we go. Hold up. They've given Murray the biggest opportunity working with the ones, but it's not panning out like some hoped it would. Big facts, brother. And it's not going to, something I've been saying for a while. It's so crazy, right, Biz? They've given Murray opportunity after opportunity to run away with the job and break away, whatever you want to call it, take over. It's crazy. They talked about his experience, how McCarthy has no chance, and you have a young player in year 2 physically, in a physical form, competing with the 8-year, 9-year vet, outperforming a 9-year vet, and they still got so many questions about McCarthy. Murray has gotten all the reps with the ones damn near, and he still can't pull it out. He still can't show out. McCarthy still right now. Come on now. That tells you something about McCarthy as well. His heart, his determination, his competitive spirit in general. He could have gave up a long time ago. Hell, he could have thrown the towel and all that. He continues to fight. And last night, he took a major step in winning this battle, winning this war. So I could care less about the beat writers being quiet, the media being quiet, not wanting to give him his flowers, celebration. Cool. Let him do it. Let him keep hating on him for whatever reason. But when it's all said and done and the smoke clear, I guarantee KOC going to be either mad or happy as hell. Either way, JJ McCarthy will leave no option for them. I mean, everybody knows from last night. Everybody saw it, sold out event. They know who's playing the better football right now. So if KOC try to even pull some BS, they ain't going to go for it, or they shouldn't go for it. Everybody knows the truth. What's up? They seen the practice last night. You can't ignore that. No way, no how. So even if KOC tries to get away with doing some snake play or some foul play, I don't think he will. Brian Flores got a lot of toys to play with on defense. It should get spooky whoever has to play our defense. Real talk, Aiden. Real talk, brother. No doubt, man. Murray complaining OTAs about reps and KOC caved. What about equal snaps? Wow, Rudy in the building. There you go, Rudy. There you go, Rudy. This man cried about reps at the end of OTAs. Then he gets reps and he still want to cry. KOC obliges to him, gives him more reps than McCarthy, and they still want to talk about what's not fair or this and that about McCarthy not doing this, McCarthy ain't doing that. They still want to find some reason to not say McCarthy is playing better than Murray right now. It just hurts them so bad to say McCarthy's better or to give him any credit. They ain't even got to say the competition is over. They ain't even got to say he won the competition. All they can say is he won the night. He performed well. He beat out Murray. Had some great throws. McCarthy shines. Like they say, Murray shines. They can't even get a man that. You want to talk to me about fair play, fair ball type shit? Come on, man. Boy, bye. Here we go. Where the sirens at for Rudy, man? Crazy work, man. Murray is just a glorified, slightly better Geno Smith. Big facts. Is he even a Geno Smith? And people want to downplay like, oh, Murray's not good. Oh, now all of a sudden, Murray's not good no more. He's not elite no more. Or is it just McCarthy is better than people thought? That's why they mad. Oh, now Murray's not it. Now he's not that dog. He's not that great quarterback. He can't lead the Vikings to an NFC championship no more. What happened? What happened? Everybody's saying, oh, Murray makes the Vikings a true playoff team, an NFC North champion team. Damian Woody talking about he makes them an NFC championship winning team. So what's up now? Everybody quiet, hush mode now? Oh, don't nobody want to speak on it now, huh? All right, bet. You know it. I know it. We go, man. It's funny. It's real funny. I told you how the narrative would change. Now everybody got to change their tune and this and that. How many people said, oh, Murray's better. McCarthy's done. He's your number 2. Oh, he's this, he's that. Come on now. Minnesota Vikings should have a nasty D-line with the big players in the middle. We should be able to get pressure up the middle, which is the worst thing for QBs is pressure up the middle. Oh, we definitely going to get that, Aiden Chris. No cap, brother. You know, you got Banks up there, Jalen Redmond up there, Tyrion Ingram. You talk about interior, Levi Drake Rodriguez, Elijah Williams, Dominique Orange, the list goes on. But somehow nobody wants to face facts when it comes to Murray. They pretend he's Aaron Rodgers, not Geno Plus. They want to hype him up, Biz. They want him to be the man. They thought he was the guy, Biz. That's why, brother. We see it clear. But guess what? Last night, JJ flipped the whole thing around. He shook everything up. I mean, everything up. Everything. Huh? You hear me? He shook it all up. He made it real tough for him. And they're scratching their head like, damn, what's next? What happens now? And if he comes out this week and takes it to the next level, preseason game, elevates him even more, you ain't got no choice but to crown the quarterback. You know? JJ McCarthy can win the job this week if he goes out there and balls and leaves no question again. Tears it up again. He will be undeniable. Like I said, he needs to leave them no choice. It started last night, now go finish. Period. What he said, I call Chucky D the prophet. All good, Holden, all good, Holden. Let's get it, brother. Let's work, you hear me? Let's go. Yes, just tell JJ if you win game one, you got to keep your mouth shut after game one. Last year, not good, eh? Hu Yang, wow, Hu Yang, you a wild one, brother. You a wild one, brother. You hear me? No doubt. Let's get back to it, man. You know?
Watch the pass rushers and, the offense and defensive linemen go at each other. That's on one side of the field and the offense is on the other side of the field doing stuff. I bet you there's only a few eyeballs watching those guys. You know who I was actually really impressed with, since we're talking about those guys, is the Vandermark guy that we picked up. He's a vet, but he plays left tackle. He is sort of like a spitting image of Brian O'Neill.
And boom, like I told y'all before, when they first grabbed Vandermark, I talked to you about elevating the room, elevating your depth chart. Vandermark, very good signing, very good pickup. Shout out Rob Brzezinski once again. But as soon as I seen them acquire Vandermark, I said, yeah, your roster improves like that. You no longer have a SKOL in the building who can come in and do nothing, but you have a Vandermark, a solidified backup who could be a starter if need be. That's what I'm talking about. Depth chart matters.
Big, tall, 6'6", 6'7".
That's a huge bitch.
Yes, exactly. Very light on his feet, very athletic. He held down that left tackle spot with Darrisaw taking a break last night. And I was like, okay, all right. If Darrisaw goes down or, one of our tackles goes down, I feel like we can really trust this guy, not only because he's a vet, but he looks very smooth out there and long arms.
Dude, man.
He's a big dude.
Jeez, that's a big dude.
Yeah. But I got kind of excited about him from a backup perspective.
Speaking of big dudes, I didn't think it was possible. Eric Wilson looks bigger. He's the most studly person I've ever seen in my life.
Shout out Eric Wilson. Shout out E-Dub for sure, man. Let's get it. SKOL VIKES, man. Eat Eric Wilson. Eat Eric Wilson. Let's eat, bro. Heavy. Yes,
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Caleb Banks so far?
He took a break last night as well, but from everything that I've heard from everybody that's at these practices, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. He's healthy. He fits the scheme. I don't think that right now there's nothing negative or concerning about his development. So all positive, all great things, great personality. Guys love him.
biggest thing for Banks, can his foot stay healthy? If he's available, ain't no question about it. He's a real dog. He can be very elite this year, man. If he can stay healthy, sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit for him. You just heard what he said. His leadership, his energy, the way he just is around people makes him laugh and just a good guy, good energy, good feeling to be around him, good vibes, maturity at a different level at a young rookie age. So Caleb Banks, great pick.
Staff loves him. So yeah, seems like right now like a home run pick.
You guys spoke about somebody I brought up to these guys last week on your podcast, which is called.
Oh, Sound the Horn. I thought you were going, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Sound the
cool,
Horn.
thank you. Yep,
yes,
cool,
sorry,
thank you.
wasn't
Yep,
following along.
That's okay. Gavin Bartholomew.
Yeah, so he's a tight end. He was hurt last year because of a back injury, and he's another one of these like big physical, imposing guys, 6'5", 255 pounds.
That's a huge bitch.
Yep.
And they're very excited what he can do. He's certainly pushing for that number 3 spot at the tight end area. They apparently he is catching everything, great catch radius, soft hands, and then they're like, man, for a guy that's 6'5", he can bend. He's got some softness to his lower body. He's got some swivel to him. So they're very excited about him as a pass catcher. And again, just add another weapon to this offense. I don't know where they're going to put all these guys because Miles Price apparently is killing it as well. Nobody's talking about Miles Price. A lot of talk about Ty Felton, which they should because he's made a lot of plays.
And Miles Price balling? Miles Price balling like that? Hold up. Miles Price putting work in like that, though? Why everybody quiet about Miles Price, man?
But they said one of the more unguardable guys in the passing situation, the pass game, is Miles Price. Like he is getting separation every time he's on the field.
Wow, Miles Price making a name for himself. See, certain things you may not pay attention to or really know, or they may keep on hush mode. Are they trying to keep Miles Price a secret? You hear me? Are they really trying to keep Miles Price a secret per se, though? Wow, Miles Price balling. What? We go.
And so you add that short, quick underneath guy, that dynamic. You got Ty Felton running down the field with his vertical speed, along with Addison and JJ and Juwan. I mean, there's only one football. It seems like we got a lot of offensive weapons right now.
Who's going to toss it to him?
Well, I think everybody. I mean, as of last night, if you're just watching just the competition last night in a vacuum, you would say McCarthy won the whole battle. He had some low spots, I think, in the second half of practice, but then he picked it up again. A great throw in the 2-minute drill right down the right sideline, another great throw to the left sideline, and then kind of sputtered out from there. They couldn't punch the ball in the end zone, but he was the most consistent player, making, I think, the toughest and tightest throws last night. Kyler made a couple plays, I should say. He had a great touchdown strike to Addison in one of the team periods.
It was a cool throw, regular slant route. Let's not get carried away.
But that wasn't even like a progression read. It was like, okay, Addison's on the backside of this formation. He ran a skinny little slant post. He was clearly the number one read. He threw it in there, touchdown, and then he scrambled for a rushing touchdown later on. That was about it. Everything else seemed clunky for Kyler.
Yeah, and that goes a long way. That matters in the night practice with all that on the line. You cannot ignore that fact at all, dog. Night practice, who gonna show up, who gonna show out. Whoever wins this takes the lead in the QB competition. What do you mean? That goes a long way. That's pivotal in this QB competition, bro. They want to downplay it. Come on now.
It just doesn't seem like a smooth operation for him yet. If it's an immediate read, yes, he can make the throw. If he's got to run through a progression, especially against this defense right now, it just seems very hesitant and very like a reactionary thrower right now. Which
You see that? You hear that? Hesitant, not trusting his eyes, don't trust what he sees. Now, he complained 3 weeks ago. So you knew he was having problems then, not understanding the playbook, complaining about reps. Now he's getting all the reps, still complaining probably on the inside, struggling still. It's not coming to him quickly, etc. So they can say whatever the hell they want to. They know, everybody knows in their hearts right now, McCarthy is the better quarterback. Now he must finish. He must win the battle, continue to win, be consistent for him. Forget Murray for him. But we know what's going on. At the end of the day, they can sugarcoat it. They can paint whatever the hell picture they want to. You cannot ignore it anymore. Huh? Kyler Murray cannot run from the competition, the battle anymore. It's time to call it for what it is, brother. You hear me? You know it. I know it. Heavy. KOC, put your ego to the side, your pride to the side, and say, hey, McCarthy may just be my guy. Wow. Not this epic QB, the way so many talk about him. That's all. Big facts, Biz.
Which is not a great situation.
Are you concerned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're at a point in practice. I mean, he's still halving the reps, so I understand that. And we're going against what I think is a top 5 defense. I mean, they looked fantastic last night. So I want to give him a little bit of grace, both he and JJ. But yeah, I'm a little concerned just from the processing speed for both of these guys.
Now that's one thing right there. That's pretty much it. But I will say this about McCarthy. His processing must speed up. If that's the actual problem for him. But the processing of plays and reading the defenses quickly must speed up. No way around it, man. You know, you understand the offense, run the offense, McCarthy. Certain things you should understand what's going on. But processing, very important for a quarterback to be able to process quickly, on the fly, on the move, make the adjustments. You have to be able to process everything on the field. So I will agree with Ben Lieber if that's true. Gotta be quick. Bang, bang on the money. You know? Right. The process definitely. We talk about the QB position. That might be one of the major keys, you know? Processing what's going on, then delivering. That's it. That's it, man. He said, I believe the reason both are struggling in the past game is because KOC wants them to go through progressions. Well, progressions are part of the game, right, Lamar? Instead of finding the hole in the zones, which is giving Flores defense to get home a lot of time. Yeah, it's all a process, though. I mean, in real game action, you're going to have to hit your progressions sometimes, go through your progressions sometimes. Hell, you may have a 1 for the play, and he'd be totally taken out of the play. What do? That's part of progression, part of the process, reading the field, reading defenses. So it all comes together if we're talking about an overall great quarterback who can run this offense efficiently. But just continue to give him time, let him grow. Last night, hopefully, was when it started to click a little more, and now tomorrow, hopefully he elevates and continues to grow and get better, continues to improve. So, isn't JJ playing with the 2s against the 1s? Yep, Josh, majority of the time, brother. Yep, which makes it even more impressive, which gives even less excuse to Murray. He can't complain about nothing, man. You getting all the reps with the 1s. What the hell are you complaining about, Jack? No cap. You hear? Shout out to Keenan for developing these receivers. Damn near every receiver that left here has been decent, if not good, under him. Yeah, real talk, Lamont, real talk. And we talking about, Ty Felton, 1-year development. He looks like a totally different player this year. He said, sounding like a rookie to me. Collar, that is. Real talk, brother. Oh, man. We go. Haha, no doubt. Yet 9 gets the shade, I guess. Every time, Biz, every time. They always got something slick to say about 9 for some reason. You just cannot understand it. Wow, 1 second here. See here. Oh, so we're an hour in. I'm gonna drop the link right quick, man. I think I want to check out one more video before I get up out of here. But if you want to come rock and roll with me, lock in with me, say how you feel, just make sure it's real. You hear? But this is definitely crazy work. I'm talking about still crickets, quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a damn mouse tonight. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny though? Wow, bro. Let's see what else we got here. Hold up, hold up. What they saying here, man? Hold on, man. What he said? Of course, of course. Hold up, man. Because ESPN be tripping. They be cap. Hold up right here. For the Vikings run game, it sounds like the Minnesota Vikings run game is very efficient, man. They made some tweaks to it, some changes to it, etc. Now we should be very excited about this run game. We talking about QB battles and this and that. Hell, let's talk about the run game. Let's talk about is KOC taking the blueprint that Jim Harbaugh did in Michigan. I mean, think about it. If KOC were to create a real system where he's run first, pass second, really building the right system for McCarthy, like Jim Harbaugh did in Michigan, it's undeniable that JJ McCarthy will ball. That's why I just don't understand. You know what he needs to be great. You know what it takes for him to be great. You know what type of system he thrives in. So the fact that they're putting a real emphasis on running the ball, Frank Smith was a major benefit to this system. But they're really going to attack. I feel like they're really going to attack this year and really tote that tater in a physical way, a violent, aggressive way, man. That's been the news out of training camp. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It starts with the run, your O-line and the run. But build a system for McCarthy, KOC. You should want to have a run game. You should want to have a dominant trenches, baby. Everybody let her talk about the O-line McCarthy had in college. And ain't that what you supposed to do as a head coach in the NFL, high school, college, whatever level? Aren't you supposed to surround your quarterback with the best players? Isn't that the idea when you find a quarterback on a rookie deal? That's the idea, correct? Build a great team around him, great receivers, great O-line, great D-line, great team in general. What the hell is going on around here? So what, let me guess. McCarthy's supposed to perform well with bums around him? That's it? That's all? Come on now. Always got to go back to the Patrick Mahomes Super Bowl situation. Huh? The Eagles showed you how important it is, imperative it is to protect your quarterback. I don't care who the hell you are. As a quarterback, if you don't have protection, if you don't have a run game, you're washed. No chance in hell. Straight up. So it's just so baffling. People say, oh, McCarthy had this, McCarthy had that. What you mean? And once again, you're supposed to have that as a quarterback. What the hell do you mean? What? Come on now. So if KOC really takes the time to build a system for him, take the blueprint from Michigan per se, watch how McCarthy plays ball. Watch how good he looks this year, assuming he wins and he wins the QB1 job, the battle, the war, whatever you may call it. But create a system. Trenches is most important, man. Run game is most important. I mean, some things I just don't get why people say it. Like McCarthy isn't supposed to be on a good team. Like the Vikings shouldn't have a run game. Come on now. Stop it. Once again, the narrative. Always pay attention to the narrative, baby. Here we go. Crazy work, right? Right, Biz? Quiet as a house mouse, for real. No doubt. Oh, man. But let's read about this run game right fast. Enthusiasm on the ground. Here we go. Like we alluded to earlier, Claiborne has a top gear that Minnesota probably hasn't had since Dalvin Cook's days as a home run hitter. There's also intrigue for returning runners Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones Sr. The former looks as strong as ever, but even quicker this summer. The eye test suggests he traded some superfluous weight for muscle gains. And shout out Jordan Mason. He cut down, leaned down, looking quicker, looking faster. Very good sign for him. And Jones hasn't shown any signs of wearing down, routinely finishing his touches with habit-building bursts into the end zone. There's a lot to love about the running backs room as a whole, and they'll benefit from an old-school blocker like Bredesen, as well as a revamped vertical wide zone run game that offensive linemen are dotting over, and assistant head coach Frank Smith and offensive line coach Keith Carter are spearheading together. You put two run game masterminds in the building. What do you get? What will you get? Murder ball. I repeat, murder ball. You know it. I know it. Carter is conditioning his group to fire off the rock, synchronized with urgency to travel north. The players have mentioned sorting through less mess and moving more aggressively. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Their style is creating clearer cutbacks for the rushers who are focusing on staying tight to their tracks and reacting to blocks. The enthusiasm for the tweaks extends to the call sheet and the ways Minnesota will be able to pound the ball. Smith has implemented many designs from his tenure with the Dolphins, which has introduced more shotgun runs, more pistol runs, more misdirection, and more manners to maximize players' skill sets. Here we go, man. Football, no doubt. Oh, yeah. It's worth noting that Miami last year dialed the third most rushes from the pistol, 119, according to Next Gen Stats, whereas Minnesota tied for 27th, 5th. There was an ocean-sized gap in run plays with motion, too. The Dolphins presented the second most, 359, and the Vikings were 28th in that split, 227. And just motion alone can throw a defense off, right? We've seen how motion affects defenses, especially when you have a mean run game. We've seen it from the Niners, seen it from the Seahawks last year. Right? So if you really know what you're doing as a coach, as a game coordinator, whatever, you can really trick a defense, have the defense on its heels all game. You know, with a certain level of physicality you're bringing, aggression you're bringing, moving bodies, all that, Jack, no cap. That's where it starts and ends right there. Running game, run game. Run the ball, KLC, run the ball. Here we go. Will KLC screw over the running game because it's his usual pass, even in 3rd and inches? That's the Corsten, right, Cody? That's the Corsten, brother. Heavy. Shout out Cody Fullen in the building. SKOL VIKES. So, who we got here? Carrot Khan. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's get it. What he said? Hell yes. I'm just saying, if it's close, make it JJ. What do we get from K1 starting? QB purgatory. Real talk right there. Real talk. Shout out Carrot in the building once again, coming in hot on the spot. But why wouldn't you start McCarthy if the battle is close? How long have we been saying this now? Hell yeah, if it's close, there's no Corsten. You definitely start McCarthy. Higher ceiling, higher upside, younger. You've pretty much seen everything Murray has to offer throughout his career, 8 years in, 9 years in, and he's struggling to beat out a younger, just getting started, per se, McCarthy. So why wouldn't you? You drafted him at 10, you found your rookie quarterback. Why wouldn't you see what he has? Why wouldn't you start him on GP? To know for sure. Come on now, man. Exactly, Biz. Exactly, brother. Here we go. This football, man. Not rocket science, right? Right. Let's get back to it. Now I want to see what's up with since it's not really information, they keeping it real low key, very low key about McCarthy once again. I mean, come on, y'all. Don't y'all see what's up? We see no articles tonight. Just think if this was Murray who balled last night, who performed well last night, that would be all in the news. That's all you would see. Hell, Colin Murray did this, Colin Murray did that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Right? Nothing about JJ Shines. Nothing, brother. Are you kidding me here? Heavy. The disrespect is evident. Come on now. Stop it. You know? Wow. Wow. 1 second here, man. 1 second here. You know, Max Bredesen is such a dog. Oh, that was before that there. It's crazy how they're quiet as crickets, though, for real. Let me check something right quick, though. Hold up. Hold on. Hold up 1 second. You know, Colin Cowherd is so funny, brother. I wonder what Cowherd is saying now, right? Come on now. He's been bashing McCarthy for how long? Oh, McCarthy should be doing this. McCarthy should be doing that. Shut up, Cowherd, cow turd, some may say. Speaking on Vikings business and don't know nothing about it. But let's see what Cowherd said. You know, he thought McCarthy was dead in the water. Colin Cowherd took easy opportunity for a J.J. McCarthy victory lap. In light of the buzz out of Vikings training camp, citing observations from ESPN's Ben Solak during his visit to the TCO Performance Center, Cowherd talked about McCarthy on the August 6th episode of The Herd. At this point, with 3 years in the bag, McCarthy should be pulling away, or at least at this point, first weekend of training camp, be ahead. Oh, really, Cowherd? Really? Silly? Cowherd said. And my take is quarterback play in the NFL, especially for young quarterbacks, is a lot like comedy. Here we go. The more you have to explain the joke, the less funny the joke is. If you got to keep telling me how good a quarterback is, oh, he is getting his footing, he is valuable, he is getting there, he is on the right track. If you got to keep trying to convince me a guy is good, he's not good. Well, Cowherd, did you watch the practice last night? Cowherd, I mean cow turd, heavy. Oh, I guarantee you didn't. I guarantee you ain't. Did any of your buddy pals, KOC even, tell you about what went down in the night practice last night, Cowherd? Oh, so you really know nothing about what's going on. You just act like you know about what's going on. Okay, I know it. I know it. but contrary to your belief, Cowherd, McCarthy is winning the battle right now. Yeah, the guy you said was over and done with and out of there, guess what? It's just getting started, Cowherd. I mean, cow turd. But it's real funny. It's real funny. Wow. The text I got from an absolutely unimpeachable source, somebody that has been perfect, he's never led me astray, was the J.J. McCarthy situation in Minnesota is not good, Cowherd said. So the truth is simple. The more words you add to the truth, the more I think is BS. Now, who is this guy you're talking to, Cowherd? You know? And Minnesota is trying to convince me, oh, this joke is funny. This quarterback's valuable. Stop. I'm looking at the numbers. As a starter in the NFL, J.J. McCarthy is last in completion percentage, passer rating, and touchdown to interception ratio last. And last, did you put in any other factors into the reason why that could have happened last year, Cowherd? Matter of fact, did you watch any of the last 6 games of the season, Cow Turd? Or are you just watching, listening to PFF and your buddy who's sending you text, allegedly? So you have no idea what's going on in the building in Mini right now, Cowherd, at all. You have no idea about who McCarthy is as a player, man, etc. You obviously don't know how bad Murray looked last night. Did your boy text you? Matter of fact, did you text your boy and say, hey, how did Murray do last night? What did he tell you, Cowherd? I mean, Cow Turd Heavy. You see what I mean? Once again, the narrative, the picture that they love to paint. But guess what? McCarthy is making them paint a different picture. Here we go. I would like to talk about KOC as a coach. Hot take, this team would have been much better last year with Jim Harbaugh as a coach. I think KOC would rather play passing football than win. Oh, man, Carrot Con in the building. Here we go. Here we go, man. Wow. And you're absolutely correct, Carrot. I feel the same way. Same sentiments, no doubt. We know who Jim Harbaugh is. We know who KOC is. And we know the blueprint, the system Jim Harbaugh created for J.J. McCarthy, really identifying his quarterback strengths and weaknesses and catering to him. And what he said, Cow Turd is wrong a lot, by the way. Oh, yeah. Big facts, no cap, biz. You know it. I know it. Shit, I mean, hell, he's wrong more times than he is right. I think KOC should take the blame if JJ doesn't develop. Just saying he's too QB whisperer, has 0 playoff wins. Exactly. You've heard me say it numerous times. KOC has failed JJ McCarthy in the development aspect of things. He has failed McCarthy in general. Matter of fact, he's gotten away with Purdy murder. Ain't no way in hell you go into last year and presume your QB is ready. And he has all those technical errors, the footwork errors, the throwing errors, etc. And you don't know that in OTAs and mini camp, training camp, preseason, KOC. What the hell going on around here? Here we go. L in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go, man. Let's work. Let's get it. Let's go. Vikings news today in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES, baby. Here we go. Jackson the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES, man. Let's get it. Let me get them 9s in the chat. What he said? Honestly, screw it. Start Kyler and JJ at the same time. He wildin', boy. You wildin', my brother. Have them switch off every other play. Good luck trying to read that offense, LOL. Hell no, Jax. Come on now, Jax. Stop it. Boy, bye. No way, no how, brother. No way, no how. You hear me? Here we go. Let's get back to it. Yeah, but Colin Cowherd once again doing a lot of capping and yapping, you know. Give me 1 second, man. Let's see what else we got here to talk about here. It's crazy how quiet they are. Super quiet, man. Super quiet, right? Crazy work, brother. Florio quiet, everybody quiet around yonder now. All the talk in the town, all the talk that was going around the town. Now they quiet as a mouse, quiet as a damn mouse. You hear me? Talking about this over, this over. No way, no how, man. Stop it, boy. Bye. Here we go. IDK Collar even cares. Seemed like he's happy enough without the competition. Honestly, I think he liked the lifeline of TV while he was injured. Come on. I don't know, Josh. I don't know, Josh. We're gonna see, brother. We're gonna see. You know, Kyler Murray has stepped up as far as competing goes. I give him that. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens tomorrow and moving forward. But JJ can really separate himself this week. I got kicked off Matthew Collar's stream yesterday for asking too many JJ questions. Dude is a JJ hater. Oh man. No, say it ain't so cared. Say it ain't so cared. Let him know, man. Let him know. Matthew Collar capping, huh? What he's saying? What he's saying out there, Carrot? What he's saying? I might have to break it down in the boogie downtown, brother. Heavy. He disrespecting, huh? You know what's up. You know. Yeah. Matthew Collar, huh? Everybody be talking crazy. They quiet now. They quiet now, right? They're going to change that tune real quick. You know that. They don't like the truth, period. I'm not a JJ stan, but if there's no separation with Collar and JJ, play the guy with more upside. Big facts, Carrot. So he deleted my comments too. All I did was offer a contrary view. Like, wow, ego right there, Biz. Ego. They don't want to be wrong. They get so frustrated when they're wrong. They get so frustrated at the truth, right? You know, they're all stuck in their ego per se. You know, they probably feel holier than thou type shit. But bring them down a notch, Biz. Bring them down a notch, Biz. You hear me? Know what I mean? They think they're well connected. They rely on their status per se. No one cares about their status, your status, etc. Caller. Everybody was dead wrong about JJ McCarthy, right? Period. I don't care about his numbers. Just because you have numbers don't mean you really earn those numbers, right? Or put in real work for those numbers, etc. Or even know what the hell you are talking about. Huh? Heavy. Yes, here we go, man. I'm trying to see if we got any interviews from players here. Quiet as mouse, man. Quiet as mousies, dog. That shows you the McCarthy hate is real for some reason, like for real. You know? Very interesting, man. Let's see what we got on Twitter here. Hold up, hold up. Hold on. What is Pat McAfee saying here? Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, brother. Hold up. People talk. Hold up, hold up. Let's see, because this is what we want here. This is what I like here. Hold up, hold up. This is what I like here. Hold up 1 second. Got him. Got him. Here we go. Let's get it. 1 second. Let's see what the analysts and so-called experts are saying. Let's see who's talking too much about what they know or don't know. Here we go.
So you have mentioned it numerous times, okay, this is quarterback competition. Ian Rappaport was over there, just got done talking to all the parties that are in the conversation, literally just minutes out of a meeting. And he goes, this is a quarterback competition. That's all anybody's saying. Local beat reporters are reporting like, hey, both these guys are having good. Both these guys look like ass sometimes. There's really no seemingly lean one way or the other. Is that how we should be reading this quarterback competition? And how long is this thing going to go? Is this going to go into the season potentially until they figure out who really wants the job or who earns the actual job?
Look, they have been determined to have this play out in the preseason. And they had a night practice last night where both quarterbacks were a little bit uneven and both quarterbacks had their moments as well.
You see that? You see the bullshit? You hear what Adam Schefter, crime midget Schefter, said? You see the lies he just told, brother? I told you the narrative once again. Now, first of all, was he even there to speak on anything? He talking about it was even. It wasn't even, bummy boy. It wasn't even at all, dummy. What is he talking about here? For real, it wasn't even. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. McCarthy beat out Murray last night. They both didn't look good here and look bad there. No, McCarthy had the better night, better day, whatever you want to call it. Murray threw 2 picks. What do you mean? You see what I mean, dog? Do y'all see what I mean right here? Proof in the pudding right here. Crazy work, man. The disrespect is wild. Wow.
J.J. McCarthy made a couple of great throws. Kyler Murray at one point threw a nice touchdown pass to Jordan Addison. This was at the night scrimmage last night. And I don't know that they're prepared right now to say that one quarterback has distinguished himself to win that job. They have 3 preseason games.
How have you not distinguished yourself? So let's say, hey, okay, they're waiting on preseason or they want to take it through preseason. Cool. But the separation has been made. Let's not sit here and act like last night's practice didn't matter. It mattered. It definitely mattered. If it didn't matter, that's a problem. You telling me a primetime, big game, big practice, big lights, everybody watching, show sold out, pads on. Who's going to make the separation? Who's going to gain the edge? And you telling me it don't matter? And then you got Schefter, who wasn't even at the practice, acting like he know what went down at practice. Shut up. Sit there and shut up, ESPN, period. You don't know nothing about Vikings business once again. Putting out erroneous information once again and getting away with it. McCarthy won the battle last night. Is it over? No, but he has a strong hold on it for sure. Come on, bro. Stop it, man. Crazy, man. The entire thing of an anti-JJ camp is weird to me. If you oppose a player, do it on principle and fact, but it feels oddly personal for some of these guys. I'm baffled by that. Hey, you know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy, biz. It's like they got a vendetta against Jettas or something, man. No doubt. Like JJ slapped their mother or something. For real, though. For real, brother. He killed the stream because too many support our franchise QB, Dottie McCarthy. There you go, Lamont. There you go, brother. No, no. Wow. So, say, I don't get the anti any player camp. Look, if K1 balled out, play him, but he ain't. JJ has played 10 games. I don't get the people that think they know the future on JJ. Exactly, Carrot. If Murray would have balled out, we'd have been saying the same thing right here. Respect to Murray. May the best man win. Is he the best man? Bet. But McCarthy changed the whole narrative last night. And that's what they mad at. That's what they don't like. Because they thought Murray was going to pull away. They thought Murray was gonna take over the spot. Hell no. Hell to the no. It's a new sheriff in town now. New sheriff in town now. You hear me? What it says here, man. TJ in the building. TJ in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL Vikes. Let's get it. We said, to be honest, if both QBs are playing around the same, then it makes sense to have JJ start. Kyler is the vet. He should be having to prove himself, not JJ, the young guy still developing. Exactly, TJ. And that's what's crazy. The crazy part about it, McCarthy's out dueling Murray, and Murray is 9 years in. We talk about experience. Everybody loves to throw up his experience type shit. But he's getting beat out right now. You're absolutely correct. Murray should be the one putting on the show, a performance per se, but they want to make it the other way around. Why? Oh man, shout out Carrot in the building for the $5 chat, $5 super chat once again. Appreciate you, brother. SKOL Vikes, man. Would love to talk about KOC's scheme too. Why did Darnold win a chip in Seattle and KOC couldn't win one effing playoff game with him? Not one playoff game in 5 years, right? Carrot, not one, brother. Why did Sam Darnold perform well? Because Mike McDonald, Clint Kubiak put him in the right system for him. They called the right plays for him. That's exactly why. KOC folds every playoff game, every big moment, damn near. The man ain't won one playoff game in 4 years, going on 5 now. So what's really up? So that's exactly what's going on, Carrot. Mike McDonald had a plan for him. Clint Kubiak had a plan for him, a real plan that made sense. And when shit hit the fan, when it was time to adjust and change up, they were able to change up and they made the right adjustments while still being smart with it, still putting Sam Darnold in the best position to perform. That's the difference right there. Coaching, the most important part of a team, straight up. Here we go, man. He said, what was Murray's moment? Exactly. He talked about Murray had a great moment. When and where? Come on now. Adam Schefter over here capping.
I think in a perfect world, what you'd like to do, maybe, is give each guy one start with the starting offense and the starting offensive line, and then make that decision by the third game and have that guy run the offense as almost like a dress rehearsal for your regular season opener. But it doesn't sound like they're ready to declare a winner right now. I do think it's going to play out here into training camp, into the latter part of this month, and we'll see what Kevin O'Connell decides. And I think the big question really also isn't who's going to win the starting job. Is that guy going to be the starter for most of the season? If Kyler Murray wins it and he doesn't play great out of the gate, would they then go on to J.J. McCarthy, and vice versa? If J.J. McCarthy wins it, would they then have a short leash and go to Kyler Murray at some point in time? So I think we'll get an answer for the short term here, but there are some long-term questions and ramifications that I think we should have on our radar as well.
You always thinking long-term ramifications.
Yeah, have to.
Always, especially whenever you draft a quarterback that high out of Michigan, and then you move on from a quarterback that could potentially have won the NFL MVP that year, and then he would go on to win a Super Bowl. You know, there's ramifications for a lot of things that you do that lead to situations that you are currently in. And on that note, if either of these guys kind of hit it and play great football, that offense could be outrageous.
Filthy.
I mean, it is such a good seat for that quarterback to be in. There's other stories obviously brewing around camp. Justin Jefferson just has your wide receiver. And then just the thought of Kevin O'Connell designing an offense for you to be successful is something that I think a lot of quarterbacks would dream of. Good luck to both those guys.
Yeah, can KOC do that? And you know this guy here, he's one of the ultimate KOC nut riders, KOC buddy, pals, etc. But KOC hasn't even proven that he can do that yet. Build the right system for offense, not just a quarterback, an overall offense in general. A consistent offense. Let's see that.
Guys, we just assumed
But they never talk about that though.
it'd be Kyler Murray's job, and then all these reporters are like, we assume same. This is not going how we thought it was. Good luck to both of them as they earn a job.
Okay, let's go to one more. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. Let's see. Hold up. Where the hell did it go? It just make me move that shit? Like what? Hold on. Hold on. I know they had that. Where's the other one they just showed? What do you say?
The quarterback competition and how I see it right now, which is to say that I don't really know what to think coming off of last night's night practice at TCO Stadium. I came into this quarterback competition not biased, not caring who won, but viewing it, I think, as everybody else did, with Kyler Murray being the clear favorite because of his NFL track record and because of how historically bad JJ McCarthy was last season.
Yep, here we go. Always historically bad. What about the last 6 games? Right? What about Kyler Murray getting beat out by Brissett? Come on now. Y'all crowned this man before even really knowing about this man and really knowing about McCarthy, period.
On Wednesday, after a really strong practice from Kyler, I thought that he might be separating in this thing. And then this weekend happened. 2 fully padded practices, 3 overall, where Murray just wasn't very good. And McCarthy on Friday and then Sunday night was the better of the 2. So I don't think that Murray is pulling away or closing the door on this thing. Kyler, I don't know that he's shown any of the consistency quite yet that the Vikings would have wanted to see. He has thrown some interceptions. He just looks like a guy who is adjusting to a new offense and is going against a really good defense and has had some inconsistency throughout his entire NFL tenure in Arizona. McCarthy has shown improvement, definitely. He looked good. He made some impressive throws early on in the night practice, and then he tailed off towards the end. He hasn't necessarily taken these massive strides or put together a ton of consistency himself. So what?
That was a massive stride last night. What are you talking about? Winning the night practice was a massive stride last night. What do you mean here right now? How can you say he hasn't took any massive strides when he just separated himself in the QB competition? See, that's what I be talking about right there. Some of these Minnesota Vikings media and beat writers, whoever the hell they are, whoever the hell they may be. He took big strides last night, brother. Once again, look at the narrative being painted. They don't want to give him credit at all. They want to see the Vikings to give up on McCarthy because they see the potential. What kind of sense does that make, man? You know, L, if that is true, tell me how that makes any sense right there around yonder. Like what? Take the what and leave the what? Seattle had a great running game and great defense. Exactly, Brother Matthew. Shout out Brother Matthew in the building. Exactly, dog. For real. He said, yep, and KLC can never lean on the run. We had a good Flores defense, for sure. Crazy. Like, why wouldn't you want to see him succeed? Yeah, seems like plenty are just trying to stir the pot and stoke the flames. I can tell. He said, I love your style, Big SKOL. Much appreciated, Josh. Much appreciated to you, brother. No doubt. Bat in the building. My brother bat in the building. What up, man? SKOL VIKES. Hey, Bat, you late to the party. Man, you late to the damn party. Here we go. KO is overrated as a play caller, especially in critical situations. I like that he is aggressive and likes to stretch the field, but you have to be able to be physical as well. Yep. Real talk, Bat. Real talk, brother. Definitely, man. Here we go. Let's get back to it.
What I think needs to happen is for this to be a real competition is that it needs to continue into practices this week, into the preseason game against the Giants next weekend, and maybe even into joint practices next week against the Ravens. But that's tricky because at the same time, you could argue that the Vikings need to just pick a guy and give them all the reps so they can get into a rhythm and get ready. So I really am fascinated to see how this thing plays out and what Kevin O'Connell does.
Okay, so once again, someone who just really doesn't want to give McCarthy credit at the end of the day. And it's what it's been. But I'll tell you this before I get up out of here. Make sure you put your comments, questions, opinions in the chat as well. but I'll tell you this, man, for real. Like, if McCarthy goes out here this week, starting tomorrow in the preseason game and just totally continues to separate, continues to perform well, if he dominates in the preseason game, if he just wins the rest of this week, it may be McCarthy being named the QB1 going into next week. Heavy. For sure. Especially if he does it convincingly, without a doubt, like he did last night, damn near. But if he finishes the week strong and finishes preseason game strong, you may be talking about him being crowned as QB1 as early as next week. That's how important that night practice was. That's how much it meant, how pivotal it was in this competition right now. May the best man win is what we preach. May the best man win is what we all been saying and what we want to see, but also a fair battle, a fair competition. And it's clear to see, very evident to see, especially after last night, how the beat writers still quiet. Don't nobody want to give JJ credit for nothing. They don't want to give him credit at all. So it's clear to see who they want to win the battle, man. The fake love for JJ, cool, ignore it. It comes with the territory, bad. But give props when props are due. Put some respect on this man's name and number for competing at a high level, not giving up, not folding. Against an 8-year, 9-year experienced vet that everybody said he had no chance to beat out. But that's what it is. That's what it is. It's clear as day now, man. Clear as day. They don't want to give him credit for nothing. Right? For nothing at all. He said, come on, EJ, I was eating my dinner. All good, brother. All good, brother. I hope you ate well. I hope you ate very well. You hear me? Let's get it. I think some of the fans don't know football and a dog when they see one, especially podcasters. Right, L. Right, L. Exactly. If you really observe JJ, you know he's a dog, the ultimate dog. You know the heart he has, the spirit, the competitive spirit he has. The will to win, the want to win he has, man. He was named the captain for a reason, dog. The JJ attacks are based on the fact that it is presumed that KO is good. I thought that he was, but after 4 years of evidence, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, 4 years, no playoff wins, Bat. I repeat, 4 years, no playoff wins, not one. Not one, damn it. You know. There's people calling for Wentz. Was Wentz really that great last year? From what I saw, JJ was clearly better. Hell no. Who the hell calling for Wentz name, man? Who the hell calling on Wentz right now? You know? Even more disrespect. Crazy, G. Wow, man. You say exactly, and that's crazy. It's very crazy. It's crazy word. It makes you really, really want to know why they don't like this man so much, or why are they so against him being successful or being a starter. Definitely makes you ask, why the hell not? Man. Hey, but that's pretty much it for the live. I'm finna get up out of here. Man, shout out my big dogs, my Levy dogs, my subscribers, and my supporters. You are much appreciated for life. Never forget it, man. JJ McCarthy, he did it. Did what he was supposed to do. He went out there and competed, went out there and won the battle, went out there and put on the best performance so far while Murray struggled. You hear me? Clap it up for McCarthy for 9 once again. Lock in, 9. Lock in, my brother. Heavy. Who we got here? I saw Matthew Kohler get aggregated that apparently JJ was so bad in training camp that Wentz was going to be back up over him, and that narrative changed last night. Ain't it crazy, Carrot? Ain't it crazy, brother? I told y'all how quick the narrative would change, man. I told y'all that. You seen it coming. You know? Make it make sense. Definitely L. Definitely L. No doubt. But they can't make it make sense. That's the thing. They cannot make it make sense at all. Right? But as far as McCarthy goes, proud of the dude. Definitely proud of the way he fought. No surrender, no retreat, man. No surrender, no damn retreat at all. But at this point, he got to keep it going. Got to keep it going. He can't afford to revert back. He can't afford to tell off. He got to keep his foot on the gas, keep his foot on Murray's neck, and continue to build that separation, continue to build on his game in general. But he took massive steps, massive strides last night. I don't care what nobody's saying, nobody at all. On ESPN, Media Vikings, no Twitter, X, whatever. I don't give a damn. We know for a fact the strides he took last night, brother. You know it. I know it. Now we got to keep it going. Can he deliver on the money again? Like I say, he finished this week strong. He will be your starter. Can he do it though? Will he do it? Can he stay focused, rep in, rep out? Hopefully it clicks. Maybe last night was when it really started to click. We're going to find out for sure, man. We're going to find out for sure. But everything he done, everything he has done, what he's proven, the way he continues to fight, bruh, even the way he's carried himself when he could feel a certain way, be mad, be angry per se. Right? He stayed positive, stayed loyal, stayed being a great leader, great brother, etc. And he ain't changed once, man, you know? So shout out to JJ McCarthy once again, but he got to keep it going. This battle is not over yet. Really just getting started. Now where does he go from here? Another practice tomorrow. Finish strong, nah. Finish strong. Preseason game Saturday. Finish strong. Period. You know? I've seen enough of Matthews act. He was talking smack about JJ prior to Dallas. Benedict Arnold. Real talk, bad real talk, brother. You know how they do, though. Oh, good. He showed a good sample size last season, and people so dumb to see it. Yep, exactly, L. Especially in big game moments, primetime moments, big throws. You got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in big throws made. Pressure situations, big throws made, ranked top 5. Doesn't that matter? Shouldn't that carry you a long way? That mean when the game's on the line, when it's time to put in work, when it's time to win, it clicks for him. Boom. We seen it all last year. But they want to ignore that fact, disregard that fact. Huh? We know the game. We know the business. Funny how these media types hop from one set of nuts to another. Oh, man, Biz, you hear me? Oh, man. Never seen a pair of nuts they didn't like. Nut riders through and through. Yep, you know it. I know it, man. DJ Donkey in the building. DJ Donkey Tron in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's work. He said he is clutch, if anything. There you go, DJ. There you go, DJ. It's evident. It's evident. Like I say, it's ever clear, and I ain't talking about the liquor. Very clutch mode. Got that gene in him, that dog in him, that win gene in him. You know? KOC Murray, you name it. He got that winning gene in him. When it's time to put up a shut up, the bright lights come on, it's time to win, he go do it. He really go do it. You hear me? Clutch is what matter, DJ. There you go, Bat. Doesn't that matter? He don't get points for that. Being clutch as a quarterback in the NFL, ain't that what wins Super Bowls damn near? And they want to sit there and ignore the fact. All right, Bet, cool. I think we got our franchise QB, and that's JJ, really. That's the plan, L. That's the plan right there, L. We're going to see, brother. We're going to see for sure. A lot more to go, a lot more to do, though. You hear me? 1 second. Let's break this down right quick. One more video. I'm going to get up out of here. Hold up.
The starter week 1. Our Vikings reporter, Kevin Seifert, he joins me now. And Kevin, give me the latest buzz there around Minneapolis, their camp. Who's going to be the starter week 1?
Well, we have a pretty interesting situation going on here in Minnesota. I think everyone understood that Kyler Murray was the favorite for this job, the heavy favorite going into training camp. And he had some really nice practices in the first week or so of camp. Showed a lot of command of the offense and decision making. But in the past, probably 2 or 3 days, he's run into a little bit of a wall. It helps that, or hurts him, helps the Vikings that Brian Flores' defense has done a lot of blitzing against him. And so he hasn't had a lot of time to make decisions. But he threw 2 interceptions last night in their stadium practice. And just the way he has performed, I think he's maybe opened the window just a tiny bit for J.J. McCarthy.
Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him, man. He say tiny bit, dog. Tiny bit. Are you kidding me here? Tiny bit. Open the door a tiny bit. What? Man, the door wide open, Jack. No cap. You hear me? Let's go.
To get in and make this at least interesting. But unfortunately for JJ, he has also struggled with his accuracy, made some nice downfield throws last night in the stadium practice, but also struggled in the red zone. So really what you have is going into the 3rd week of camp, neither one of these guys has really jumped up and said, this is my job, I'm going to be the starter. And so the competition will continue.
It will continue, but the separation was definitely made. Another analyst don't want to give McCarthy credit. The competition continues, but the separation was definitely made.
Okay, you know, obviously J.J. McCarthy got an extended look last year. Going into this season, what was the main thing that you heard from the Vikings that they needed to see out of him if he was going to keep the starting job?
I think they wanted to see a couple things. First, a big leap just overall in his accuracy and his decisiveness. There was a lot of hesitation and frenetic nature in the pocket last year, and he also sailed a lot of passes. And he has made incremental progress, I think, at that. But he had a long way to go and a big gap to make up in order to really, truly challenge Kyler Murray. Kyler hasn't necessarily done his share yet, but I don't know that JJ has either. So incremental progress for JJ McCarthy, but not enough to say that he is imminently going to win this competition.
Okay, the battle is still on there in Minnesota. Kevin, thank you very much.
Come on, bro. We know what's up with it. We know what's up with it. Exactly. Nobody remembers that Joe Montana was intercepted 3 times versus Dallas in the 81 NFC Championship game, but he made the winning drive when he had to. Great point, Bat. Great point, brother. He said, yeah, at Bat, they can't seem to grasp things like that, and historically bad is a straight-up fabrication and a lie. Yep. Much love till next time. Shout out Biz Wolf, man. Much love, brother. No doubt. What he said, James, you wildin'. James, you wildin'. James, you must be, yeah, if you think the door is wide open. No, I think you tripping, slipping. You ain't wood grain gripping. You hear me, James? You must be a Murray nut rider, a real Murray nut rider. Well, I got some news for you, James. The door is wide open, and guess what? McCarthy finna kick that bitch down off the hinges for real. Here we go. Okay, keep that energy. Keep that same energy for real. We gonna see. We gonna see. Yeah, he know it, Biz. We know it. Let's get it. You know? For real. But shout out JJ McCarthy. Lock in 9. Go win. I'm finna get up out of here. But once again, JJ McCarthy took a strong hold on this QB1 race, battle, war, whatever you may call it. JJ McCarthy is ahead. Know what I mean? He say definitely what an idiot. Let him know, L. Let him know, L. No doubt. I actually agree, just likely not with who you likely think. But shout out to McCarthy for stepping up and showing out. Definitely got to get better, improvements to make, of course. But McCarthy has the lead right now. I'll let y'all on the next one. Come rock and roll with me and lock in with me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and hit that bell as well. Share this with any and everybody you know for sure. Understand me? Hold on. I know he ain't popping the building. Hey, Rich Julio, you're late to the party, brother. You're late to the party, brother. Huh? But I'm glad you showed up to the party, man. Come on now. He say, tell him, E, every one of them who jumped ship, watch how that narrative changes. Real talk, Rich. Real talk. Real talk, brother. I told him it's going to change, though. So, you know it. I know it. He said, yada mean, for real. Now, can you handle that or what? For sure. SKOL VIKES. We're going to get up out of here, man. Y'all know what it is. Big SKOL here. SKOL VIKES, win, lose, or draw. But we come to win. Down at the levee. We going fishing at the levee. SKOL VIKES. We run the north. Believe that. Here we come.